Respect is when you really listen to people.
Respect is caring for other people. Respect is when you treat people the way that you would want to be treated.
To me, respect is when a guy treats you like a princess and he never takes advantage of you.
I think to respect someone is to think of someone else's feelings or thoughts before your own.
For me, respect is knowing that you have a life outside of the relationship.
Respect to me is a two-way street. The person that I care about should respect me, whether that's my feelings, my body, but I also have to be willing to respect them and their space.
Respect is when you're in a relationship with a guy and you both still have your own space and you both still have your own lives.
I love you, Nora. Do you love me?
Oh, I don't know, Jeff.
You're the only girl I've dated in 2 months. We get along fine. You do love me, don't you?
I think so, but I'll have to think about it.
I tell you, Bob, I haven't dated any girl but Nora in 2 months. We're really in love.
Uh-huh. And you were really in love with Betty and Mary and Alice and I don't know who else. And there'll be others, I suppose.
Oh, no. That's over with. You know, Bob, Nora's the prettiest girl I've ever known. She's just as beautiful as...
Beautiful? And you think that's all that matters? Oh, hurry up and get in bed, will you?
Bob, did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh, look. I've felt that way lots of times. The trouble with you is, you don't seem to understand what love is really about. You young punks go to the movies a couple of times, do a little necking, and you think you're in love.
To me, the definition of love is when you care about somebody unconditionally and you don't want to change them at all. I think love between a boy and a girl is when they love each other more than themselves.
Where two people like each other a lot and have enough respect to have respect for each other so that they don't mistreat each other. We're only teens. We don't truly know what love is. We have to actually mature before we can find out what true love is.
My friends and I talk about love in the halls all the time, but seriously, I don't even think I know what love is.
Did you know 8 in 10 teens know someone who's been a victim of a controlling boyfriend or girlfriend?
If your girlfriend,
If your boyfriend
Calls you names.
Or puts you down.
Is extremely jealous when you talk to other guys.
is extremely jealous when you talk to other girls,
Constantly texts you,
And you feel you must answer quickly.
or you'll be in trouble.
pressures you for sex.
Wants you to give up your friends.
threatens to hurt you, someone you care about, or herself.
Wants you to spend all your time with her.
Tells you what clothes to wear.
Is mean and apologizes over and over and over again.
Wants to check your cell phone.
Wants to check your cell phone.
Says they can't live without you.
Says they can't live without you.
Blames you when things go wrong in the relationship.
Wants pictures of you wearing little or nothing.
Don't send them. You may not know where they'll show up.
Physically hurts you.
Frequently gives you the silent treatment.
Wants your passwords.
Threatens to spread a rumor about you.
Says, if you really love me.
Says, if you really love me,
Then you might be in an unhealthy or even abusive relationship.
Change who you are so your girlfriend will like you?
Keep your opinions to yourself to make the relationship easier.
Feel pressured to spend time with your girlfriend when you'd rather be doing something else.
Give up activities you like because your boyfriend wants you to.
Feel you are responsible for your partner's happiness. Sometimes feel afraid of your partner.
And your partner break up, get back together, break up, get back together. You get the picture.
Mary, wait, please, Mary. I'm sorry, Mary.
Well, you don't look much like a girl who's been out having a wonderful evening.
Oh, Mom.
No, here. Oh, what's the matter, dear?
Do you remember when you told me that I might have such strong feelings about a boy that it might be hard for me to decide what's right to do?
Yes, I remember, but why?
Well, it was something like that tonight with Jeff. The feeling between us kept getting stronger and stronger. On our way home, we stopped and parked. And then things seemed to happen. To we, Neely. Well, it was so close. Suddenly I realized what we were about to do. I asked Jeff to take me home. I guess he felt ashamed, too. He said he was sorry, that it was his fault.
Do you think it was his fault?
Oh, Mother, I don't know what to think. I'm so mixed up. I don't know whether I even want to go out with Jeff again.
1 in 5 teens who have been in a serious relationship report being hit, slapped, or pushed by a partner.
Nearly 1 in 4 girls who have been in a relationship reported going further sexually than they wanted to as a result of pressure. 1 in 3 girls who have been in a serious relationship say they've been concerned about being physically hurt by their partner. 1
in 4 teens who have been in a serious relationship say that a boyfriend or girlfriend has tried to prevent them from spending time with their family or friends.
Half of teen girls who have experienced sexual pressure report they are afraid the relationship would end if they did not give in.
You should take dating seriously, but not to the extent where it seems like you're almost married. And I think that a lot of people just take dating way, way too seriously. Even though it should be a serious thing, it's just they go above and beyond.
Yeah, where like the person starts to change you and you shouldn't like give in to that.
Yeah. I definitely agree.
You're still two separate people.
Yeah.
So.
Another factor I think that kind of ties into teenage relationships is you need to feel safe. But like, even the guy should feel safe.
Yeah.
Both physically and emotionally.
I also think like, especially like I think a big problem is like in relationships like the others, like people who like are going for relationships, they're looking for confidence in the other person. And I think that for a good relationship, you have to be confident in yourself before you start looking for confidence in another person. Like you have to be confident and not be like searching for that. Like that's not what having a relationship is about. It's not to find your confidence in somebody else.
Yeah, I think it's also important to be able to admit when you're wrong and to accept that.
Yeah, and be able to say I'm sorry to them, not be, sometimes like not anything like against guys, but like that's something harder for them. Like sometimes
to admit
is,
they're wrong.
And like especially in front of like girls or whatever, just being able to say yes, I'm sorry. I did screw up.
Yeah.
So.
And then the other way, they have to forgive that person.
Yeah.
And be willing to work it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I just think that people, they start getting in relationships way too early. Like they don't even, like they'll go in and they'll just be like, well, everyone else has a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Yeah. Why don't I have one? And then they'll go into that and then they'll think that's who they should be, like with that person. And I feel like you need to know who you are. Like, how are you going to possibly know the other person if you can't know yourself?
Almost half of teens have been personally victimized by controlling behaviors.
Nearly 1 in 3 teens who have been in relationships have experienced the most serious forms of dating violence and abuse, including sexual abuse, physical abuse, and/or threats of physical harm to a partner or self.
More than 1 in 3 teens report that their partner wanted to know where they were and who they were with at all times.
2 out of 5 teen girls, ages 14 to 17, report knowing someone their own age who has been hit or beaten by a boyfriend.
Nearly half of teen girls who have been in a relationship say they have been victims of verbal, physical, or sexual abuse by their boyfriends. A survey of 500 young females, ages 15 to 24, found that 60% were currently involved in an ongoing abusive relationship.
1 in 10 teens reported receiving a threatening cell phone message from their romantic partner.
I want respect.
I want respect.
I want respect.
I want respect. I don't want to give these guys information. I don't want to say 1 in 4 girls are molested, and you guys go and say, oh, I know that 1 in 4 girls are molested. I want you to make a difference. I want you to say, you know what? I'm changing something about my life. I'm going to be a different man. I'm going to be a different woman for the few that's in here. I'm going to be different. I am not just going to sit there and hear some knowledge. Knowledge don't change jack. But something gets inside of you and says, you know what? I'm not living selfish. And I'm not going to live just to live any longer. I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to live loud. I'm going to say enough is enough to the punk in the room that won't leave the girl alone. I'm going to say enough is enough to the guy that's bragging that he got sex out of a girl that she didn't want sex because he thinks he's a stud. So he manipulated this poor, insecure girl into giving it up. That ain't a man. That is a punk.
Consider double dating the first few times you go out with a new person. Before leaving on a date, know the exact plans for the evening and make sure a parent or friend knows these plans and what time to expect you home. Let your date know that you are expected to call or tell that person when you get in. Be aware of your decreased ability to react under the influence of alcohol or drugs. If you leave a party with someone, make sure you tell another person you are leaving and with whom. Ask a friend to call and make sure you arrived home safely. Assert yourself when necessary. Be firm and straightforward in your relationships. Trust your instincts. If a situation makes you uncomfortable, try to be calm and think of a way to remove yourself from the situation.